We're back, baby.
Yeah.
Are we gonna welcome back? It's been a minute.
Oh, welcome back to America.
Hey, French boy.
Yeah,
It's not a bonnet. It's a
my bonnet's flat because my hair is braided, but
Yeah.
I gotta still wear the bonnet regardless.
it's tradition unity.
Yeah, unity. You were out
I was out
doing shit
doing shit
in Japan.
in Japan. That's true. That's how you guys didn't see. I talked about it last week. I was in Japan for the past like 7-8 days. Good time. It's a good time. We talked about that a bit. Today, we do have a producer behind the screen today. We have our brother Louise producing, which is pretty nice. I forgot my laptop.
So really, he's not doing much. So making sure nothing cuts off.
Yeah, nothing cuts off. We're good on time. Yeah, it's a cool vibe. We have a few things to talk about. There is like
I was about to say we have nothing to talk about.
we have a few things to talk about, on topic, off topic, anything. We're a pop culture podcast, whatever's in the news. But yeah, Japan was sick. I got Idriys a little Frank Ocean Channel Orange Japanese little record. That was pretty sick.
I wish she handed it to me because I turned away. He gave me the gift, and I just felt what it was. And at first I was like, it's a CD. And I swear to God, I almost said it was a Frank Ocean CD. But then he was like, you can look. And I looked. And I was like, it's a Frank Ocean CD. I was like, if I would have said it, it would have been so cool. But yeah, no.
He got it. He knew. It was a good time. Ate good food. Disneyland was lit. Disneyland was a good time. Not a lot of nerd stuff per se. You know, Japan, obviously. You would think that like
A bunch of anime.
it is actually like a lot of anime. Like no joke. Like not even like to clown, but like anime is like big here in the States, but it's still very big in Japan. You know what I'm saying? And lots of anime, lots of Hello Kitty. Big fan of Kirby over there. But the amounts, yeah, big fan of Kirby. The amount of Marvel nerdy hero stuff I saw was in the form of like Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles. So like those like very high quality statues.
Motherfuckers doing the power, like,
Exactly.
all that shit.
Very high quality figurines. That's what I saw a lot of, from like, Spider-Man to Superman and like Batman, like Hot Show, Sideshow, and Hot Toys collectibles. That's like the main things I saw at different stores. Nothing like, they didn't have like, walked around. There's a Kirby section. There's a Pokemon section. Not really like a Marvel superhero section. It was advertised though.
Black people did you see?
Not too many. I hung out. I hung out with my good friend Jimmy from Chicago.
He's black?
He's white.
Oh,
But
I was like, Jimmy, like a 40-year-old black man.
no. But he did. I mean, he has a little story. I mean, like, this is what he told me, and this is a thing in Japan. So we're at the train station waiting for our train. And he goes, "Yo," like in a quiet voice, he goes, "Yo, you see any Africans yet?" I was just like, "No, what? No, Jimmy, haven't seen any black people." Like, he was like, "But have you seen the Africans?" I was just like, "No." He was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "You were staying, like, you were posting that, like, you were in this, like, kind of downtown area in Tokyo. He's like, you didn't see any Africans?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" So I guess, like, there are a group of Africans from, like, Nigeria that, like, moved, like, fled to Japan, and I guess they don't have any, like, trade skills to do in Japan, so the Yakuza, like, hires them. You know what the Yakuza are, right?
Yeah.
Japanese gang. The Yakuza hires them, buys them to, like, have them, like, stand out in, like, the crowded touristy areas and be like, "Yo, come here," like, mainly to tourists, "Yo, you want to have a good time? You want to see boobies? You want to get drugs? Like, follow me." And then, like, you follow the Africans down in the alleyway, and then they kind of, like, stick you up, and they're like, like, that's their job, bro.
Wow.
And even
That's like hopping in a van that just says candy on it. I mean, that's natural selection at that point.
yeah, bro. It was, like, they mainly go for the tourists because, like, they don't know, people don't know Japanese, and, like, they're like, "Yo, want to have a good time?" Like, so you go down to this alley, and they're like, "Yo, it's a fee So they scam you. Like, it's a fee to get into this, like,
Nah, you
club.
got paid to get stabbed.
Yeah. Well, he also told me that, like, one of his friends got, like, mugged a few months ago because he was caught lacking. He was, like, in, like, one of those streets. And then, like, a lady of the night was, like, came up on him, was like, hey, you want to have a good time? He's like, nah, I'm good. And all of a sudden, he's like, what the? Two Africans behind him, throw him in the alley.
Wow.
With a knife. Was like, give me your money.
We'll see. That's not him being caught. I mean,
He was caught lacking. He was like, nah, I'm good.
Because he denied, the lady came up to him. He said, no, he was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just was going to end one way regardless of what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, she was unnecessary. They could have just jumped in that.
Yeah, but she was a decoy. They needed the lady.
The little distraction. Bought them a little bit of time to jump his ass.
Yeah, and then gave him all his money. Knife point. That's Japan. So be careful of the Africans if you're going to Japan.
What is the open carry law in Japan?
No, they hate guns.
Shit, so what are you supposed to have? A
Knife.
Everybody just knifing?
Yeah, they be knifing there,
Knife
bro.
city over there.
That is knife city. There's no joke. The Yakuza are real. The Africans are real.
They got swords.
They have swords, knives.
Wasn't Hawkeye fighting for the Yakuza?
Yes. In Japan. Yeah.
Wow.
Ate good food. I did not see any Africans though. I think the last time I did see an I was in Harajuku, and then Harajuku is like the Fairfax. It's like the Melrose of Tokyo.
But see, I only know Harajuku.
Yeah.
Because of Gwen Stefani.
Yeah. It's like that vibe. It's like, well, it's actually not as like bubbly and like people don't really dress up. Like that was a whole bit like of Harajuku. Like people dress up very colorful and like dresses and stuff. They don't really do that anymore. But like the last time I was there in 2019, I was walking Harajuku and I saw Africans, and then they're like trying to get me into like this like Supreme.
Oh, they almost got your ass.
Yeah, they're like, yo, come here, we got Supreme, And I was wearing this like mutual friends brand called Fresh Cut Flowers. They were out in Oregon, and he kind of like, he was like, yo, what brand is this? He was like, Heaven is, what brand is that? I was like, I just continue walking. So I think that was like an African. I feel like if I want
to say some shit you can't afford. Brand. Why do you let them sign you like that?
I don't know. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then I just walked away.
What is a brand? We don't know. We don't know, Sway.
But yeah, did you have a good time?
I don't know. You're not selling Japan for me.
It was, I was about to say, everyone should go to Japan once before they die. Everyone that says that who has never been to Japan, go to Japan. It's a life-changing experience. Facts.
How did it change your life?
I've been there a lot of times.
So the first time, how did it change your life?
I always need to go back. It's just a place, dude. It's an unreal place. Like, especially like Japanese food, and then just like the culture there. It's just crazy.
Do they have? I apologize if this is an insensitive question, but I do wonder. They have like a memorial because I imagine because we got stuff for 9/11. They have stuff for Hiroshima, right?
I'm sure they do towards Hiroshima, but not like around. They have a memorial for a dog, Hachi. You know about that dog?
No.
You don't know about the Shiba Hachi dog?
No.
So like in Shibuya, which is like it's like one of the biggest like little cities or like little town, like I don't know what it's called, but it's like Shibuya. Everyone like the Shibuya crossing. There's like a train station, and then the story was there's like this dog named Hachi. It's a little Shiba dog, and like the owner like went on a train for like a trip, and then he died, and he never came back, and that dog like would come back at the train station every day until the owner came back, and then the dog died. And they made a little memorial of the dog.
I gotta take a second. That shit emotional, dog.
Yeah.
They're not a movie?
I'm sure there's a movie.
There has to be a movie.
There has to be, or like a short film or something.
Because that's, man. But he could have found something better to do with his time. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I feel like there for sure is like a short film because I remember like it was like he was like waiting throughout the snow. It was like snowing. He would just be there waiting, and then he would leave, get some food, and then come back, and then like he was like, no, the owner died.
That's what happens when you only rely on one motherfucker to feed you. You end up just fucking waiting like hell
for years.
Come back.
Yeah.
Not knowing there's 1,000 motherfuckers around you that are willing to feed you.
Yeah, I think other people like are feeding it too eventually, you know, because they felt bad. Same, you know.
Well, I guess, yeah, he loved the owner. Shout out dogs, man.
Yeah, shout out dogs.
Shout out dogs.
You know else who is a dog that I ride for? Crazy segue. All right, Japan, great time. You know who else is someone I ride for?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. How do you think?
I don't know why I knew, because that has nothing to do with a dog, but
No, he's a dog.
oh,
How do you feel about Threads?
look, man, I feel like Threads feels like some new coochie. You know, it's like you might go back to the old coochie because it's what you used to, and it knows, it's familiar with things you like, but Threads is some clean coochie. It's just clean, fresh coochie.
It is pretty fresh.
Yeah. And it's cool, you know what I mean? It's like it does feel more designed, catered to you because it's everybody you follow already, whatever.
Yeah.
So it just feels like a large group chat or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm like, fuck it, Zuck, stick it to Elon, bro. That nigga was fucking up.
Yeah.
Trying to charge us $8 for what? So we said, I know. Moved on. Figured something else out. Got a new nigga. And we got Zucker. We love a rich nigga. And we happy with him.
Yeah.
So, Elon, if you want us back, you got to start acting right. But then now he's getting rid of Twitter circles. So everybody,
I heard that.
Everybody business finna be out there.
Yeah.
If you haven't deleted your Twitter circle tweets, do it now.
But dude, all of the lewds and news are just gonna be out there.
Bro, I'm like, if you tweeting news on Twitter circles anyway, you playing a real risky game in the first place.
That's true.
Like, at any moment that shit could glitch. Because there was a point in time where it was like people's Twitter circle tweets
You could
weren't,
see it. Yeah, yeah.
they weren't even going to Twitter circle. So you already gambling.
Yeah.
And I mean, Elon, like, y'all said fuck me, right? Y'all said fuck me, right? All right, then y'all don't need this. Y'all don't need privacy. Y'all don't need nothing. Fuck me, right? Fuck y'all.
Especially the charging for 2-factor. That was crazy.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Are you out your rabbit ass mind, Elon? Charging for privacy, security?
That was
Twitter
crazy.
account? Are you stupid? So, no, I'm not mad at Zuck for taking advantage of an opportunity.
Yeah.
That makes my man a hustler. That makes my nigga a go-getter, and we fucking with it. That's what Elon hates, is that we fucking with it.
I am fucking with it. I think it's a good time.
And he want to come and say he want to sue fucking Zuckerberg, and Zuckerberg like I give a fuck.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, bitch. Sue me. And then what? Go ahead, get the money you couldn't get from the people who left who didn't want to pay the $8. I'm riding for them. Now it's all fun and games until Mark starts putting ads in old people games like fucking Solitaire and Farmville, all in that bitch.
Oh,
And then you getting friend requests from your grandmother.
I think it would make what I need from Threads. Well, first off, I've been off of Twitter besides the Nerd Hour Twitter account, which you guys should follow. I guess still need to figure out how to make a Nerd Hour thread. I don't know how to make
Well, so that's the thing.
another account to switching. I don't. There's like a switching option. I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I saw someone say it was difficult to switch accounts.
Yeah.
Threads. But another thing is with that as well is that, you know, Threads doesn't have an explore feature. So the reach of what you know and what you can see is based off your following, right? So it's like Twitter is like, it has explore, it has the hashtags, you can look up keywords and find, find different stuff. Threads does not have that. So if you're a content creator right now, I can't see exactly the point of making content when your outreach isn't going to be that far. You know, it's going to be the people who already follow you on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing with Threads is like, I think once they integrate some sort of explore feature or in the reachability can be greater of, you know, SEO and all that, whatever, it could be different in terms of like uploading content like clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then also, what else was there?
The quality is very good already on
I like the quality.
pictures, videos. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just seems like, you know, likes and I guess rethreads
Mm-hmm.
aren't as crucial at this point as like a Twitter, you know, where everybody's like looking for retweets and likes or whatever. I mean, people on here, threads, people are looking for their likes.
Yeah.
People are thirsty for the count.
they're
But
thirsty to go viral.
It doesn't seem like it really matters. Like, people be trying to recycle shit that went viral on Twitter on the threads, and it really ain't working. Like, people don't give a fuck.
I recycled a few tweets to expose myself. They didn't pop up.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Like, people look at it more like the people who I see actually getting like active likes or whatever. And at this point, if active likes is probably at least 100 likes.
Yeah.
But on a thread, but like, it's just people just genuinely fuck with and just like whatever they say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some, or they just girls. Like, the girls they following is just be, you know,
That's a main
up
thing.
their ass.
Yeah.
So
Like once they implement a draft feature, a group chat feature for us,
DMs.
DMs. I don't even like. It's so funny. Like, I made a thread that was just like, "Oh, has anyone slid into your DMs yet?" You know, like a DM, like group chat feature. Draft feature. What else is from Twitter? I think like for me
But
personally,
then that makes me wonder how much can they copy from Twitter without it being like,
is that copying or is that just common sense?
well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, is
the
that
argument is like, you know, it's
like how the Twitter didn't create drafting things?
yeah, but I don't know. I guess Elon's trying to sue for intellectual property. Right?
Yeah, but supposedly like a few people who used to work for Twitter now work for Threads and like whatever.
And well, the data, but then I guess also the interface of, you know,
Kind of similar.
Yeah, so I think you can own, you know, IP of, you know, certain things or whatever. So I don't know. I could be completely wrong. But but go ahead. You were saying.
No, yeah, I really want those features, and I would just be done with. I've been off my personal Twitter for a while because I just don't need it. And
Yeah, and if you see anybody tweeting anything sexual on the Twitter account, it's him. That ain't me. This motherfucker gonna tweet, make sure, did your girl wash your coochie or some shit? I'm like, nigga, you supposed to be tweeting about Deadpool and shit. What the fuck are you doing? But I just want to put it out there. It ain't me.
you guys get one unhinged Cory tweet once in a while, and I still will not emphasize who because I want you guys to think it's him.
No, I'm putting it right now. I'm not logged into that account. That is all him. Any tweet that comes from that account is him on wax, on video. I'm put that on record.
You know what I put on record? You know what I put on record right now? I feel like you have to agree. There's no way, bro, on my brother shit. Elon versus Zucker.
Zuckerberg's kicking his ass.
Kicking his ass,
Zuckerberg is kicking his ass.
Hey, Louise, what's the parlay on that?
Plus 500 on Zuckerberg, but I would put my money on Elon because the profits there would be too hard to miss.
I don't know.
How did that work?
Hey, I don't know what he said, but
Like, if Zuckerberg wins, the profits on. Wait, what?
So pretty much the odds are that Zuckerberg is going to win.
Right.
yes.
So you kind of want to bet the other way around. You want to
Oh, yeah.
going to win because your returns are going to be much higher
Yes.
than if you were to bet on Zuckerberg because it's just a more likely scenario that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're saying just
Right, yes, history of personal defense classes. You see those videos of him, you know, on dude and beating his ass or whatever, right? But if I were a gambling man, which I am,
you didn't.
I would put my money on Elon due to build.
His build.
But
That is the underlying thing.
that cannon chest.
That is the underlying thing that people will seem to forget about, or not forget about, but are not accounting for. You know, their weight classes.
Yeah.
You know,
Elon's a bigger guy.
Yeah. So So you're saying, but yeah, you would only get the returns if Elon wins. So you're just saying, just betting on the less likely scenario. Yeah.
Say you bet $100 on Zuck to win, you'll get $8,200 back. Or if you were to bet $100 on Elon to win, you maybe get $800 back.
Oh,
The odds are favoring Zuck, so you want to bet for the one that's less likely if you really think they have a chance.
Yeah.
Like I said, Elon got built. He had the weight class. He has the chest.
Mm-hmm. So now this is a question. Okay. It's all a commercial for the fight. Is Threads versus Twitter a commercial for the fight between Zuckerberg and Elon?
Oh wow! It's like they're building up.
Yeah, they're building up the feud to make people want to watch the fight between them more.
No, because Threads has been in the works for a while, but that's a good that's probably in the back end for sure.
Well, I'm like even publicly instigating.
Yeah, was that tweet using like Zuck, you're a cuck or something?
Yeah,
Is that a real tweet?
I saw it on Pop Crave.
Yeah, I saw that real quick too.
I think it might be.
Yeah, but I knew fact.
Elon instigating, and even Mark be saying shit with the smile on his face. He'd be like, so I think Elon is a bitch. And I'm really excited about Threads and how we're going to move forward. And fuck him. And yeah, please suck a dick. And Elon Zuckerberg is the weirdest motherfucker on earth. But this nigga got rings.
Rings?
Rings. Champion rings.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Threads. This motherfucker don't miss.
Well, Elon's got Tesla.
Well, I'm saying in terms of social media.
He only has Twitter.
Mark Zuckerberg is the... Yeah, and Elon didn't even create Twitter. It was Jack.
Yeah.
But Mark Zuckerberg is the king of social media.
Mm.
Which is scary because it's like you're not supposed to be that good. Yeah. Unless you're an alien. Unless you're a fucking reptilian from I don't know where the fuck. But you're not supposed to know this shit.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to want to control this shit.
Yeah.
But you're so damn good at it. Yeah. I'm very excited for you to sign up on my new platform and give me even more information.
We already have 30 plus million signups.
We have the entire Earth in our database.
Did you see that thing where I think it's debugged now, where it's like you can't delete your Threads account because we didn't do Black Mirror episode.
Wait, that was I thought that was real.
That's someone debunked that. They're like, oh no, actually, but they're working to like fix that. Like there's like a bet where you could separate it. Yeah. Okay.
They did that shit on purpose. That shit was written out plainly. Yeah, what do you mean fixed?
Or like do separate where you could delete the Threads account. Dude, we're in beta mode. It's definitely Threads is beta, like version 1.
What does alpha mode look like? Just the DMs and the
DMs. It's implanted in our brains. Some AI stuff.
Well, Neuralink. That's what Elon has.
Neuralink. Yeah.
They just got approved for testing on humans.
Really?
Yeah, not too long ago. They're moving on from the chimps.
The chimps.
Yeah, Neuralink. If your grandfather got a shaky leg, it's supposed to fix that. Or I think blindness. It's supposed to fix it. It's being marketed as like a new technology medicine type thing. Mm-hmm. Like it's supposed to help certain functions of disabilities or whatever. Blah blah blah. But I really think our brain going on a cloud and Elon is just trying to feed, I don't know, but some conspiracy shit.
Yeah.
But would you put a chip in your brain?
Maybe.
You want to explain why? Maybe? Or
the future?
I don't know. They saying motherfuckers could, communicate telepathically. Yeah. But I'm like, how do you turn that off?
How do you turn it off?
I don't want to be on a date with a bitch and she's like, what did you just say? You want to what?
Wait, what?
Wait. I turned this shit off. Like, how do you control that?
Oh, God. So that's going to be, that's supposed to happen, right? That fight? The battle of the fucking...
Yeah, they said at the Coliseum.
At the Coliseum,
the Roman Coliseum.
Yeah, that's... Okay, well, if that's going to happen next year...
But they said, like, because it's at the Roman Coliseum, they can't have as much of an audience.
Oh, for sure. It's like fucking about a crumble.
So it will probably only be the crew to film it.
And like rich of the rich.
Yeah, rich. Jay-Z.
Beyonce. Yeah, you know.
You think Jay-Z and Beyonce gonna watch?
Yes, dude. Like the rich of the rich.
Bill Gates
is for
Jeff
sure there.
Bezos
They're for sure there, bro.
I want to see Jeff Bezos fight some, because Jeff Bezos been working out.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Jeff Bezos been. I want to see Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos need to fight Elon.
Yeah, that's gonna be an insane one. Well, we have another battle coming up next week. You know what's happening next week, next Friday? The big 2-on-2.
Oh, Oppenheimer versus what is it? Open Arby?
Barbenheimer.
Oh, I got that shit all backwards.
I know what you watch. What are you watching?
Barbie? Barbie? No, I ain't gonna lie though. Based off what I've seen people say, I'm kind of a little more interested in watching Oppenheimer.
Me too.
Yeah, they're like, yo, this is nothing like how it was promoted. They're like, this shit is a horror movie.
Oh.
They were like, so I saw someone who was like, it is nothing like how the trailer. They're like, this shit is horrifying. Yeah, I don't. But they also said there's prolonged sex scenes between Cecilia Murphy and Florence Pugh. So it just reminded me of that meme of the guy was like, who brought the first row to see? Someone knew that information. He knew.
If you don't know, there's like a meme that came out of this guy that bought like the middle closest seat to the biggest IMAX screen ever
To watch Oppenheimer just to see Florence Pugh spread open and lay it out.
Dude, you know what? It's like the most that this was like based on a true story, but like the fact that this and you know it's fiction is because you know the real Oppenheimer was not fucking.
Oh,
Was he not? Dude, you look at a picture of that guy. That guy was not fucking.
I don't know, because I'm sure Albert Einstein was fucking, and that nigga ain't that pretty either. Like, there's a lot of... George Washington, right? This is one thing I just learned recently. Because they were like, oh,
What else have you learned recently?
George Washington, they said, you know, this is a known thing of like, oh, his teeth was made out of wood.
Wood, yeah.
But they were like, first of all, that's already fucked up. But they were like, actually, it was made from other materials as well. It was like a mixture of wood, da-da-da. They're like, also other people's teeth from his slaves, whatever. Like, his mouth was all fucked up. And I'm sure he was fucking. So, I don't put it past nobody if they're able to pull. I'm sure that motherfucker's like, hey, you know, I'm building the biggest box on earth. And some girls like, oh,
Florence like,
he didn't have a wife.
I don't fuck. I'm probably maybe I don't know.
If bitches will fuck Cecilia Murphy now, they fuck Oppenheimer.
Brother, I love
They
that.
look decent. Like look decent on like.
Him, Sicilian Murphy.
Oh, is just Cillian?
Yeah, I think it's like Killian.
Oh, is it?
Sicilian.
That's nothing worse. Did you see Robert Downey Jr.?
What about him?
Robert Downey Jr. He was doing an interview with Killian, or I guess
Killian, yeah.
And he started saying stuff to Killian, being like, you know, your whole life is gonna change being in the lead in this movie. You know, we think da 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 da. And people were like, does he not know this is his 6th Nolan film?
Yeah.
That Killian is like actually a big actor.
Yeah.
I guess Robert probably wasn't familiar.
Yeah.
So that ain't nothing compared to that.
Relax, RDJ, bro. We get it. You're fucking Iron Man. That was got an ego move.
I don't know. That's a big flex.
What?
Iron Man. Like, we know Wesley Snipes started the MCU.
Yeah.
But RDJ was the quarterback
Yeah,
that carried that shit.
That's true.
You know, if Wesley maybe paid his taxes.
Well, once again, Secret Wars, Wesley Snipes will be in Secret Wars, bro.
I didn't know
Everyone is Secret Wars.
I didn't know Andrew was fired from Spider-Man.
Who?
Andrew.
Garfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. What are you talking about, Willis?
I didn't know he was fired.
Well, it was like he had to be fired because when Disney, what was it? When Disney was like, oh, we're gonna like restart Spider-Man, like a new trilogy, they had to fire him.
Oh no, I thought I read something where they were like, he was fired for not showing up to an event.
Oh, really?
Something like, it was like, because
Oh.
I read something that was like, he was originally supposed to be the MCU Spider-Man.
Really?
Like, that was Sony's plan back in 2012, but then they were like, we're confident on doing our own cinematic universe. But then he didn't show up to some event because he was sick or some shit, and they fired him. I don't know. I'd have to look into that story a bit more, but that's what I saw briefly.
That's pretty nuts. I mean, hey, you still get his
And
redemption.
then, yeah, that's why they were like, but they redeeming him, bringing him back on No Way Home and Secret Wars.
And hopefully still pushing him for the weirdo Sony Venomverse stuff. I still ideally want Andrew to be that Spider-Man, but now there's rumors of fucking Madam Web and Venom 3 that's filming right now.
Right, because we don't know who the new Peter is.
We don't know who the Peter is. Was there going to be a baby Peter? That's going to be in Venom 3. That's going to be the new Peter in the Sonyverse. But who's that Peter? Because he's too young to be Andrew or Toby or Tom. So who the fuck is he? It's not Miles. It's a white baby.
Do we know that?
Actually, we don't know. That.
We don't know who Peter's Tom been messing. Or Peter's mom been messing around with it.
Well, we do know. It's Adam Scott.
That's what we think. You gonna find out the same time as us that she cheated on his ass.
That's dark.
With Mr. T.
Mr. T. Terry Crews.
Yeah, with Terry Crews.
Wrap everything back around.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking, okay, let's get into some nerdy stuff. MCU. Can I get that time check again, brother? All right, we're good. Secret Invasion. We didn't talk. We'll talk about the first episode, the premiere. We watched episode 2, but we're in sync like that. We did not watch episode 3. So episode 3 is currently out as of filming today. I'm going to talk about episode 2. Yeah. There's some cool stuff that happened in episode 2.
Episode 2, from what I remember.
Real quick, before we get, do you like the show? Is it not like kind of slow?
I like the second episode.
I do like the second episode way more.
So I have to see the third episode to weigh out that opinion.
Sure, we're gonna watch it this week. Before we record next episode, we'll watch episode 3 and probably 4. 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, cool. So you don't think it's too? I do like it, but like
Too early to call yet.
still too early to call.
But I hear the third one is really really good.
Okay,
I think they revealed something.
so I mean there were 2 reveals. Like the main takeaways from the episode was one was Super Skrull and how they're gonna make Super Skrull. I forgot his name. Not Gaia. Gaia's the daughter.
Oh,
Drake. That's not.
yeah, no.
It's
I know what you're talking. Light-skinned dude.
Light skinned dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna. I missed that. They were trying to make him a Super Skrull.
No, he is trying to make Super Skrulls by so you guys know what a Super Skrull is?
But see, that's because maybe I passed it because I'm thinking Fantastic Four Super Skrulls.
Exactly. So a Super Skrull is, once again, Skrulls is everyone's villain, but the Fantastic Four fought a lot of Skrulls, and then a Super Skrull so their main thing is shape-shifting, but a Super Skrull's ability is from the Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, and the Thing. They have like an arm that's fire, like they're made out of the Fantastic Four powers. But the MCU, how they're doing it, how something Radic? I don't know why it kind of came to me. Well, the main guy, light-skinned guy, how he's making Super Skrull is through like Groot, because they show like,
Oh yeah, I did see Groot.
it was Groot, and then a Frost Giant, and then Groot, Frost Giant, the arm from that one guy who was a part of Thanos' team, that big guy who had his arm chopped off in the portal, that big chonky guy, his arm, they have his arm, and then the Extremis virus, which is Iron Man 3, the guy, I don't know if you remember Iron Man 3, the Extremis.
Yeah, but he was on fire.
He was on fire, yeah, the Extremis thing. So they're going to use that. So Extremis would be like fire,
Yeah.
right? Groot would be Mr. Fantastic, because you see all T's in the trailer. Frost Giant, maybe like ice, like just instead of invisible, just like ice. And then the guy from
So they just making the avatars.
yeah, right.
And avatars the last they ever been.
And the guy from Thanos' crew is like the Thing, so like kind of bulky, scaly bit, So that's our Super Skrull, because we don't have the Fantastic Four. A lot of people were like, pissed by that, but I was like, what else do you expect? I think that's pretty dope. I think the Groot aspect and the Extremis aspect are super cool.
Yeah.
Because like they probably took like a piece of broken Groot,
Yeah.
like a branch from him,
Yeah.
and then the Extremis left over from Iron Man 3, which is a good callback to Iron Man 3.
No, there's so much setup they would have to do if they wanted to do the Fantastic Four. Although I thought for a second, there was a moment in the first episode, I thought that they alluded to Reed, because they said some scientist, like smart as some shit. It was something they said. They described somebody, and I was like, oh, they talk about Reed. I think they're talking about someone else. They brought up a scientist or something. But and I was like, they're not gonna introduce Fantastic Four in Secret Invasion. Then they don't even have them casted yet. So
It's all the shambles. So all the videos I made still run up the views, but we don't know who's I can't. Oh, I think Grace Randolph said that Vanessa Kirby is very likely our Sue Storm, which was Shackman's first pick.
Mhm.
I'm hearing back and forth that Adam Driver's locked in, may or may not. We don't have a FedEx for it. We don't have a FedEx, and we won't know.
We might just have to pull the trigger and cast our own.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
one of these days.
I mean, hey, are still you guy
Oh yeah. Fuck. What's his name? Damn.
producer? What's the guy from using?
What's your twin's name?
Who I'm rooting for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Steve Harrington from Stranger Things for Human Torch. The Thing. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen has the thing. Yes.
Steve Harrington.
Diego Luna.
No,
Talk about a nigga from You.
the you.
Oh,
Penn Badgley. Thank you,
I'm rooting for
Diego Luna.
Mexican brethren, Diego Luna.
Diego Luna is a very good pick though. That could be like second round pick.
But I kind of like the Slumdog Millionaire guy more than him.
Dev Patel.
Yeah.
Good too.
Yeah. I would like a Dev Patel, Reed Richards more than a Diego Luna.
No.
I probably would too.
Okay.
I can see Dev.
My own
I can see a Dev Patel more arrogant, kind of stuck up, like know-it-all more than a Diego Luna.
He could play a good scientist because he already did in that one movie, Chappie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could play a good scientist. Oh yeah, okay. I can see
Like
Dev.
frantic-minded.
Exactly.
Like,
Dev, Penn, and Diego Luna. Those are. I mean, they were all in the running, supposedly. But I would see. But right now, Adam Driver. God damn it, bro. God damn it. They just want big names.
but I kind of don't want that.
Me
No, I'm like,
Me either.
I mean, unless it's like really good. But I'm like, no offense, I love Adam Driver, but I'm like, that ain't nothing to make me go crazy about.
For
I just
sure.
saw him in Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
like bring a fucking someone from Game of Thrones, like you've been fucking doing, I guess.
Pedro
make
Pascal. When is he coming to MC?
Make it Martin Lawrence, I guess. Martin Lawrence for
Martin Lawrence for Reed Richards. Louisa cheering in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But okay, real quick, let's just wrap up Secret Invasion. The second big reveal, which I'm stoked to talk because we kind of talked about it on the group chat. Do you think Nick Fury knows his wife is a Skrull? Which was the big reveal at the very end.
I don't think so.
You do not think so.
I only say that because I think I saw something of a spoiler.
Okay. Don't expand on that.
Yeah. So I don't think so.
Because we will find the answer. Because Grace said, like, we do know the answer to that question. Okay. That's crazy then. Well, okay. Because the way the scene plays out, like, you see a house and you see a Skrull cooking, like, chopping up shit. And then, like,
Once he walks in.
Nick, he's like, oh, put it on, puts on his ring. But when he walks in, she shifts into a black lady. And then they kiss. Oh, it's like his wife, right? So there's two dynamics to that, right? If he knows, then it's like, oh, like he's just cool with Skrulls. Like he doesn't mind that his wife is a Skrull because like he's been with Skrulls all the time, and like she'll shift into a normal lady. It's like I'm not really fucking green pussy. You could, I have both. Or he doesn't know.
You think during sex you would tell your wife to change back to the Skrull?
If it's like kind of the same orifice, like the same hole, maybe.
You would rather look at the Skrull version than the woman version?
What if they could like just change their head?
To anybody? Yo! Yo! It wouldn't even just be the MB though. Yo, I need a scroll.
A new person
That blew my mind, bro.
Yeah.
That's better than She-Hulk. Wow. But go ahead. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know. All right, guys. I'm sorry. This would be a Cory nerd hour too. I fucking Alien.
I don't know. I have to see it.
Well, that's why.
I'm like, do they have the same anatomy? Like,
I think Scrolls do. Yeah, Scrolls has an ass.
I was just speaking of Alien.
In general.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like, I fucking Alien general.
Like, would you fuck E.T.? Like, if it was a girl?
No.
So that's what I'm saying. It would have to have a human anatomy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So if he doesn't know, then he's being deceived, and I wonder how that plays out. And I hope that's the vibe.
Would you fuck a Jabba the Hutt? Like, but if it was...
I would die. You know that meme that you sent me, like that SpongeBob getting crushed.
Why you gotta hit it from the back? Like, you know, like you just find a roll to stick it in.
A roll?
Yeah,
Like a fat roll? Oh my god, you're sick.
Well, you said you would fuck an alien. I'm trying not to.
I'm thinking about a scroll.
So you would fuck a human-based alien.
Humanoid alien.
Yeah,
yes.
Humanoid alien.
Yes.
So you discriminatory to other aliens. They need to be human-esque.
I mean, they could maybe have tentacles and stuff, but like still.
See,
like,
this is what Futurama has fucked up perception of aliens. Guardians has fucked up perception. Yeah, like you Guardians of the Galaxy, you gonna have Zoe Saldana as an alien. Avatar is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, but aliens are ugly. So if you don't say you gonna fuck an alien, you gotta be prepared to fuck something ugly
No.
and stand on that. Like the nigga from Star Trek. Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk. Oh my god. Wait, he's like
That motherfucker would fuck anything.
Oh yes, he would. So we'll see. Well, did you not? So I did get a big spoiler from episode 3, which I do know. Someone dies, and I was spoiled. But
Oh, that's maybe what I saw. I thought it was Nick Fury's wife though.
no, I saw that someone dies.
It was
One more time. Yeah,
yeah.
you saw that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, can we talk about that? Because
I mean, I guess it's out. We're the late ones.
Yeah, we're the late ones. So we have no context in this, but supposedly Gaia, Amelia Clark character, dies
Yeah.
by episode 3. But is she really? I don't think she's.
I don't know.
Because the whole thing is like they have to copy someone's body, you know? So if the scroll that, where's the real her?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll find out. I'll watch tonight. But I'm in the middle of Secession right now, so I'm almost done with Secession, guys. Once I finish, we'll talk about Secession.
What episode?
I'm currently on season 4, episode 6. So Logan died.
Are they out in Switzerland?
They went to Switzerland, the crazy like 192 deal, you know. And then watching on episode 7, and like Shiv and Alexander Skarsgård are kind of a thing now. Like, you know, she's like talking to him behind the scenes, stuff like that. And they're kind of like finalizing like, oh, who's CEO?
Yeah. Okay. So what? There's how many episodes?
10. 8, 9,
7
10.
out of 10.
So I have not hit the funeral episode. I think that's like 8 or 9.
I think that's 9. That's the penultimate.
That's the penultimate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stoked. I love it. Eat that shit up.
Yeah. Secession, man. Miss it.
I watch you with. Oh, you know what I'm starting with my partner that it's cool to restart again because season 3 dropped. Righteous Gemstones. It's cool to watch it again.
But see, I love Righteous Gemstones. I love Danny McBride, but it's difficult for me to watch now that I've realized it's the same exact show as Secession.
Rewatch, it's the same exact thing. And it's almost like they're parodying Secession in a way.
It feels like a Succession parody. And
Danny McBride is Kendall.
yeah, and it
what's his face
turns me off though.
No, I still love it. I love it for what it is, but I'm just like, wow, this is just more funny, sillier Christian Secession.
Yeah, it turns me off a little bit because I'm like, I just love Succession so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to love Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah.
And so that's what kind of fucks it up for me. Because I now watch it, I'm like, man, this just makes me just miss Succession.
Yeah.
But shout out Danny McBride though.
Shout
I
out
love Danny McBride. He's Bound Down, Vice Principals, fucking I'm missing something. But Eastbound and Down is the, or maybe it's just those 3: Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, and Righteous Gemstones.
Mm-hmm. He's also another like Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah. But Eastbound and Down, if you haven't seen Eastbound
Yeah.
and Down, watch Eastbound and Down. That's one of the best shows.
That was like one season that got canceled.
No, that shit has.
Was that Freaks and
four?
Geeks?
That was Freaks and Geeks.
That's what's
Eastbound and Down is about Danny plays this ex-baseball player named Kenny Powers, who had to move back home to North Carolina. Funny enough, had to move back home to North Carolina because he went broke. And basically his whole thing is trying to be because he was like the top baseball player, so now he's trying to get his career back, and then it just goes all over the place. But literally one of the funniest characters to ever exist is Kenny Powers. Danny McBride is Kenny Powers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Might check it out. Let's get into what was lots of news while in Japan. I was seeing it from home. Seeing it from Japan. I was like, God damn. Deadpool 3 is about to be freaking crazy, bro.
Woo! That new red on that suit is sexy.
You thinking they're going to keep it, but you got a good point. Or the color grading.
Yeah, color grading is probably going to wash it out.
But
that was Fox color grading on those other movies. So maybe MCU color grading might be
I hope they keep that bright red.
more vibrant.
Super awesome. So, there's a thing we saw yesterday. Jennifer Garner is coming back as Elektra.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a Daredevil
The
scene.
exes working on set together. We love it.
Wait, they're exes?
Yeah, they have a child together.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner have a child together?
And their daughter looks just like Jennifer Gardner.
Dude, Jennifer Garner is so fine.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, he got J-Lo now.
He does have J-Lo now.
Like, that's not a bad...
He don't got Salma
switch up.
Hayek.
Yeah. Did he ever?
No, I'm just not. I just been seeing a lot of Salma
He
Hayek.
ain't worried about the people he don't have. He had J-Lo.
True.
You know how much maintenance J-Lo, like, keeps up with her body? Like,
Yeah.
J-Lo's solid.
Yeah, she's solid. Okay, so there was a big 4chan leak of the Deadpool synopsis, Deadpool 3. Have you read it?
No. I don't. You tell me about leaks now. The only things I see are in passing.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know, should I read it? I'm talking to the camera, which we're choosing right now. I feel like...
Fuck it. If you don't want to...
If so, you don't know any spoilers about Deadpool 3. Once again...
You might as well end the video here. We are at 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, but we're gonna deep dive into this, and if you're gonna want to hear this and are staying here, grain of salt, mountain grain of salt. This is a 4chan leak, but I'm just gonna go through this for the science of it. Are you ready, Idriss? I'm gonna maybe go by paragraph and break it down real quick. Deadpool's arrested for time crimes by messing around with Cable's device at the end of Deadpool 2. Because he was at the very end of Deadpool 2, was floating around, killing himself, changing a world, right? Cable and Domino do not appear, but is mentioned by a judge for the TVA, Emma Corrin, that the TVA returned Cable to his original time period in exchange for confiscating his time travel technology. The TVA is not fond of the X-Men movies' various methods of time travel, aka Cable, Kitty's mind projections, because they're a hassle to clean up. Because he's before Deadpool's sentenced to erasure, Deadpool gets leniency due to pleadings by a TV agent named Paradox,
Which is
Matthew McFadden, which is Tom, who Deadpool insists on calling Bob because his name sounds too long, asking the judge to let him make up for his crimes by helping him on a mission for the TVA. So, already right there is crazy, right? Like, Cable's not in... TVA is messing with the time because of the X-Men Fox films, but they did have the whole thing with the X-Men Fox films is that they're so confusing and misconstrued because of their time travel stuff. Mm-hmm. So TVA, because MCU and the whole thing, they're messing up with time, the X-Men Fox movie, so we need to clean that shit up. And then that's why Tom or Bob was like, hey, let me take Deadpool to fix all this up, right? When 616 Wanda died, her spirit inhabited the body of 838 Wanda. So we saw Wanda die, crash. So her spirit went to the 838 verse, which is the Illuminati verse, which was Krasinski.
The one she killed everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she went to that body. However, the struggle for control damaged her mind, eviscerating the 8383 Earth. As a result, 8383 has been changed into a new world, House of M style, where Magneto, Ian McKellen, is now Wanda's adoptive father, damn near straight out of the comics, rules the Earth, and mutants are the majority of the population. Awesome. The X-Men, styled after the 90s designs but play most from the Singer cast, work for Magneto to protect the mutant world from the Human Brotherhood, made up of supporting characters including Nick Fury, Jimmy Woo, Dopinder, and Pete from Deadpool 2, as well as sympathetic mutants Colossus, Yukio, Negasonic Siege Warhead, and Wolverine.
So we're seeing Hugh Jackman in the yellow suit.
Yes.
Right.
I'm trying to read this right. Most of the for work by needed to protect the mutant world from the Human Brotherhood. Work for me to protect the mutant world from the Human Brotherhood. Made up. Oh, so the Human Brotherhood is Nick Fury, Jimmy. Okay, so those are the good guys.
Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo's the Asian guy. The
Doctor Strange.
yes, and then also in WandaVision, Magic. He does the card.
Him.
Jimmy Woo. Yeah. So Wolverine, the Moon Brother, real quick, just like House of M, bro. They're doing House of M was a big storyline in the comics where mutants took over the world. That's where it started, where Marvel's like, no more mutants, right? You know? And like, it's crazy. And they're doing Ian McKellen coming back as Magneto being Wanda's father. Pretty nuts. Once Logan hears that time travel is possible, he hijacked Bob's TVA device to attempt to change history, which sends him through the various X-Men worlds, as well as a cameo by Channing Tatum as future Gambit, eventually ending up in the events of X2 and Last Stand, where Wanda's alterations to the history made Magneto's victory over humanity come true. Deadpool enlists the Fox heroes who don't die in the fight against Magneto forces in a redo of Last Stand's Golden Gate Bridge fight, as well as the Logan movie Logan. So that Logan, X-23, several different Deadpools, including one who's just Ryan Reynolds in a Wrexham shirt, which is awesome because welcome to Wrexham, one of the best shows. If you guys didn't know, Ryan Reynolds and the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia own a football team, Wrexham, in the UK. So it's just Ryan Reynolds right around a Wrexham shirt. We're getting to that. It spirals out of control and almost everyone dies, including a massive amount of civilians and a complete clusterfuck. And once the dust settles, Wanda is depowered by the mutant cure, and the TVA banishes her, Deadpool, Bob, and House of M Logan to the main MCU timeline, declaring them someone else's problem. Logan sets off to find the rest of the world's mutants, and Deadpool goes back to his apartment to find Blind Al in his bed.
So the biggest question is, House of M Logan, is that Hugh Jackman?
Yes.
So now Hugh Jackman, based off that, is in the MCU.
Yes.
So is Hugh Jackman just going to be our MCU Wolverine?
No. But those are still very good questions. Jackman signed a multi-movie deal with the MCU like 2 years ago. He did. So people thought it would be like this, Secret Wars, you know? But no, dude. So this, in a way, if what we read is true, could set up. Does that mean the Mutants movie, our X-Men 616 Marvel MCU movie, The Mutants, is Wolverine going around the 616 and finding all of our mutants and like building the team and kind of being like older leader, but not, and finding this Wolverine, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, see, part of me is like, this multiverse shit is getting a lot.
True.
I'm like, true. Because I'm like, part of me let's just have one Wolverine, you know, unless it was like, yeah, Secret Wars or whatever. But I'm like, so you want, because I'm just thinking of people who will come into things not watching everything. I'm like, but you want Hugh Jackman as Wolverine to be there, but then introduce us to a new Wolverine, but then they're both we're just going to have two Wolverines, unless you're going to kill Hugh Jackman's off at a certain point.
Or maybe he's like, all right, like, I'm just like, be like, kind of like the Professor X, you know? But this is going to be different. We might not have our own Professor X, you know? Because Kevin Feige's like, this is going to be a different X-Men we've ever seen, you know? So it's like, or maybe he dies in Secret Wars, you know? He's around, he's like a mentor to them because he's been an X-Men for a while, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, But this is like, it's all speculation. But like, yeah, dude, Hugh Jackman could be in the Mutants movie, just like because of the ending of this movie. So him, Wanda, Deadpool, Bob, all in the 616 now. So that's how we get back Wanda.
When do you think we get a mutant movie? That's after Secret Wars.
I think that's after Secret Wars at this point. I believe still it's either, I hope it's the Mutant Saga for the next, or Eternal Saga, because they did trademark Eternity Wars. But I think it might be the Mutant Saga, bro. I told you that from the day it got announced at Secret Wars San Diego Comic-Con. I was like, it's going to be the Mutant Saga. Because the mutants is such a big concept that we wanted for so long. I mean, yeah, we just have the Mutants movie, but like making its own saga, which maybe could lead up to an Avengers versus X-Men type beat. Come the fuck on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. That two Wolverine thing started me off. I'd have to see it.
Yeah. But hey, once again, that's like because like they said, it's he sets off to find the rest of the world's mutants. Logan sets off to find the rest of the world's mutants. Because you remember how in X-Men First Class, they were like going around like looking, like gathering the team, and then they go to Logan and we're like, hey, we hear Logan's at a bar and he's just like, fuck off.
Well, so then that's
Logan's job now.
Well, so then that has me thinking, is it possible because every X-Men has been so Wolverine-centric that they just don't have a Wolverine? They just focus on the other X-Men's? And again, Hugh Jackman's is just going to be the Wolverine?
He can't. Because I don't think he's going to be Wolverine forever. He can't. I want a new Wolverine. Someone needs to take up the mantle. Taron Egerton.
Yeah. Kingsman
guy. I mean, let's go back a paragraph. What do you think? Like, they're gonna, like, I hear like the whole third act is just gonna be in different movies.
I mean, I'm excited for Deadpool.
I'm so excited for Deadpool.
Really, I don't even have many thoughts about it. I just want to see it. That's it. When is it supposed to, next year?
Yeah, that's our first movie. It got moved up to March or something.
Yeah. Nah, we eating, we feasting.
Oh, I can't wait to see Tom, dude. I can't wait to see Tom.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Tom.
Tom, Hugh, and Brian. Like, man, I can't ask for nothing better. That's already a generational movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, like Deadpool variants and stuff. So we have Deadpool.
Yeah, is it gonna be the black and gray Deadpool?
I hope black and gray Deadpool, X-Force Deadpool, Lady Deadpool. There's like a Tyrannosaurus Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
There's a zombie Deadpool head, and they do like he's a mainstay in like the Deadpool core, like zombie Deadpool head. They have to do that. Like all the Deadpool variants are gonna be awesome, dude.
They were saying that last fight scene being a clusterfuck.
Rated R.
That shit's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
I just can't wait to see it. That's it. I don't have no thoughts, no notes, except for I can't wait to see it,
dude. So there were a few plot leaks floating around for Deadpool 3. There was one with like what's his face, like that blob character with like spider arms. I forgot his name. There's a few, but this is the most recent, and this one kind of makes the most sense. I'm yet to hear a new one. This floated around like a week and a half ago. But there were two other plot leaks that the first one I heard before the second one. Also, I believe that made sense as well. But this one is like crazy enough, but also thorough enough that makes sense of why we go back to the Fox movies, why Logan would be in it, why the TVA especially is a part of this movie, why Owen Wilson's going to be part of this movie, because of the time travel mess that the Fox X-Men universe was, So, yeah, I'm very stoked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good episode.
Yeah, we sat here, we chopped it up.
We got some chimes from Louise.
Yeah, we were less prepared than usual.
Yeah, it still worked out.
That shit was all black.
All black. When are you gonna hop on, Louise?
Matter
of
time.
Matter of time.
That's a nigga answer for never. Whenever the time is right.
But yeah.
Good shit. All right, guys. Episode 9 of Nerd Hour. We're hitting 10 next week, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're hitting 10. That's going to be a big one. Might be the Star Wars one. Probably won't be. But after 10, expect a guest. Expect a guest. We're going to have guests on. We have guests lined up. Expect a guest on after 10. I'm very stoked about that. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok. Please subscribe if you haven't. Threads, Nerd Hour threads, coming soon whenever we get that Bible option.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Nerd Hour.